Happy New Year!
Oh my gosh! I didn't know that was gonna happen. Wait, I wanna do one now. Hi, I'm Emily.
I'm Sean.
Oh my god, I'm Sean. And we're gonna be doing videos every week for a year. That's the goal. If you hear that, that's because
It's New Year's Eve.
New Year's Eve. I don't like champagne, so instead we have vodka and Coke. Cheers.
That's
Not sweet. In this video, we're going to be going over our resolutions for the next year, and then we're going to be doing some book recommendations for each other, and also 2 books that we want to read for ourselves. My first resolution is to upload 1 video a week for an entire year. So I've wanted to do YouTube for a long time. I've been watching YouTube pretty much since I was in middle school, starting with like anime dubs and listening to music videos and stuff, and now I've gone into that being my primary mode of entertainment, and I really love it, and I'm really inspired by a lot of people on YouTube, so I decided I would give it a go and let this be my creative outlet throughout the year, because I do have a really busy year ahead of me with me getting out of the military, starting college, and moving to a whole new state. There's a lot of stuff that I've got on my plate, but I'm excited, and this is just an extra challenge to keep me motivated. On to Sean!
I'm Sean. I have no New Year's resolution because I'm perfect.
No, don't do this to me. Where was the plan? There was a script.
That is my script.
No, it's not.
That goes in the video.
What are your 3 resolutions? What's your first of your 3 resolutions for me? Wait. Did you not prepare anything?
I thought we were winging it. Okay, my first resolution, be better than what I've already been. I've been pretty great all year. Saved the world a couple times. Y'all don't know about it because I'm pretty humble.
I don't even know about it.
See, I'm just that good. Mm-hmm. So anyways, next year, my resolution is to save the world a couple more times.
Okay.
Aiming for like 7 or 8. I didn't catch Corona this time around, but got you guys.
The one thing that mattered. The one thing that we all wanted you to get.
I stopped zombie apocalypses, meteor crashes.
Oh, the murder hornets. That was you.
Murder
I remember
hornets.
that.
Welcome.
Notice how that was there and then gone? That was this guy. My second resolution is a bit of a stretch. Don't know if I'll be able to do it along with everything else, but I plan to try to exercise at least once a week. I know that you're supposed to exercise like 60 minutes a day, and that's preferred. I'm gonna start myself off easy, once a week, and I'm gonna try to log it and keep myself accountable, and I have it in a video so that if I don't do it, everybody can hold me accountable. What's your next resolution, since saving the world more is your first resolution?
Yeah, my second resolution is also to work out. Right now I only bench press like 2,000 pounds. Aiming to bench press 3,000. Small sedans, those are pretty typical for me to lift. I want to be able to lift SUVs at minimum. So work out a little more,
This is gonna be a long video. And my third resolution is kind of boring, but it is something that I desperately need to do. I need to drink more water. I'm like constantly dehydrated. I feel like a lot of people suffer from this problem, where my main thing that I drink every day is soda, and it really should not be, and I know it's a problem. I don't drink nearly enough water, so I need to, I'm not really gonna set a goal for myself. I'm just gonna have it be a constant thing in the back of my mind to remind myself to drink more water and to try to cut out other drinks as much as possible. Do you have a third resolution, babe?
Yes, my third resolution is to become Celia Cruz.
I thought you were gonna say to become God.
Come on, let's be realistic here.
I'm already good.
Exactly.
Dead ass, I thought
I'm
you were
going for the next level beyond God, which is Celia Cruz. Okay, so there you go. It's a mating call of my people.
No. I already have a Cuban. That's how I got him. I listened to Celia Cruz one time, And then he matched with me on Tinder. That's how we met. He heard it from across the water. So now we're gonna go into the books that we're gonna read for ourselves. I'll go and then Sean will go and we'll talk about them and why we chose to read them. My first book is The Lies of Locke Lamora. I haven't actually heard it said out loud, so I hope that I pronounced it right. I pretty much just Googled like best fantasy books of all time, and that one came up on like 4 different lists. And I really love fantasy. I'm more partial to fantasy than sci-fi for the most part. I love Lord of the Rings. Oh my god, it's like my favorite movies of all time. And I like Star Wars, but it's one of those things where when Lord of the Rings is on, I'm definitely watching Lord of the Rings. When Star Wars is on, I'm like, oh, okay, if Star Wars is on, then I'm like doing my own thing. But it's just a different level of love, I guess. So that's my first one, is The Lies of Locke Lamora.
First book that I want to read is Seal Wolf 2, what is it?
Seal Wolf in Too Deep. You can't steal my book! You can't steal Seal Wolf in Too Deep, that's my book!
Okay, fine, alright, that won't be it. I want to finish reading Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy.
For the, what, 10th time?
I never finished it.
You never finished it?
No, I never finished it. Yeah, so I kind of want to finish that book. The whole series. I got really close to finishing the first book, and I have all 3 of them, so.
Yeah.
3 books in one.
Wow, one of me. My second book is actually many stories in one. It is 1001 Nights. I've heard many good things about it, and I'm actually reading a webtoon right now that's based off of one of the stories. I believe it's actually just based off the story right now. I think it's called The Wrath and the Dawn, and love it, right? But it got me interested in the actual original story because I haven't really read very many stories from other countries, I guess, like, because it's all like Arabian Nights and stuff like that. So I've never really read books like that before. I've pretty much just read, I don't want to say normal books, but like pretty run-of-the-mill books that you get whenever you're growing up. And I haven't really gone away from that very much. So I decided to kind of get out of my comfort zone, go read something totally different. Got many stories in one, so hopefully it'll keep me entertained for a long time. What's your second book?
Communist Manifesto. I read it once a year, just to stay in touch with my fellow comrades.
You can't say that. You have 4 months and then you can say that.
What do you mean?
I'm in the Navy. You can't say you're a comrade of Russia.
Hello, comrades.
No, we're not comrades.
Right, Communist Manifesto is taught by everybody. It's important to read so that you learn why communism sucks.
Oh, that's better. There we go. Don't say stay close to my brethren.
We'll talk later, comrades.
No. So now we're gonna go into book recommendations for each other. I'll start. My first one for you, Sean, is Howl's Moving Castle. Because I know I started reading it to you a little bit, and you said that the way that it was written kind of got on your nerves a little bit. But I feel like if you give it a chance, you're gonna really, really like it, especially if you've seen the Studio Ghibli movie, Howl's Moving Castle. It's not quite the same story, but this is the original. The movie was based off of the book, and the book is even more whimsical than the movie, believe it or not. So if you're looking for a really good, chill book to read that's not very long and it's really fun and funny, I highly recommend it. That's why I'm recommending it to you.
My recommendation to you is Chronicles of Narnia, at least the first book.
I feel like I read that one in like middle school or something. And then, but I also just watched the movie a lot.
No,
I really
not The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe. That's the second book, the first actual book.
Oh.
From Chronicles of Narnia. And then from there
What's the first book?
Prince...
No, Prince Caspian's the second book.
No, not Prince Caspian. A Boy and His Horse, I believe, is the first book.
Oh, let me get another sword.
The Horse and His Boy is the first one.
The Horse and... Is it the first one chronologically, or is it the first one that he ever wrote for the series?
Well, apparently he did publish The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe first. But chronologically, it's The Horse and His Boy.
Okay.
So that's the one I want you to read.
Well, then I will read The Horse and His Boy. Alright, my second recommendation for you, because I wanted to do a juxtaposition from fantasy and sci-fi. I'm going to recommend The Legend of Zero Forging Zero. I can't remember who the author is right now. I don't have my phone, but it's okay. The Legend of Zero Forging Zero. It was one of my favorite books that I read whenever I went on deployment. I was looking for something that seemed like sci-fi without being like Star Warsy. I just wanted like just a fun casual read with aliens, and I found that in The Legend of Zero.
Fireworks.
Happy New Year's! The Legend of Zero Forging Zero is the first one of a series, so if you enjoyed the first one, then you can continue reading the rest of them. Every book is like a different part of his life. So the first book, Forging Zero, is about his childhood, and then the second book is his adulthood, and the third book is like later adult years, and then the next book that hasn't been released yet is going to be towards the end of his life. And I'm really excited for it. I've been waiting for it since 2016. Please hurry. You've been saying you're going to release it for forever, but she also has worked on a lot of other books too, so I can't rush her. Ma'am, whose name I don't remember, and I can't look it up right now, but I'm really excited for whenever it does come out. And so if you read it and you like it and you keep reading the series, then we can both be waiting in anticipation together.
Okay. Second book I will recommend to you is Good Morning Midnight by Jean Rice, I believe. I think it's a phenomenal book. It's one of my favorite books ever. And yeah, you should read it.
Okay. That's enough for me. To wrap up this video, I'm just going to briefly mention that we actually each have a secret resolution that the other does not know about, and that y'all will not know about until the end of the year whenever we make our year wrap-up video. So look forward to that and see if we held on to that resolution or not. Fingers crossed. I really hope that I do.
I hope that you do too.
What about you?
Thank you guys for watching our first YouTube video. Expect many more coming.
Yep, sorry if it's a little weird, a little awkward.
Still learning how to do everything.
Yep, didn't have a script, should have had a script. Now I know better. At least talking points. I should have at least had talking points, but I technically did. I technically did. Don't read that, because that's my secret. I'm gonna cut that. I technically did. They're just in my little notebook. And yeah. I hope that you guys enjoyed. Sorry if the fireworks are going off in the background, so you know this is authentically on New Year's Eve. I hope that you guys like our little setup. And now to end off the video, I think that we should do something very fitting for the end of 2020. Will you do the honors, baby? Let's kill COVID.
It's a Corona yada.
Corona yada!
It's a Corona.
The Corona.
I don't know. I kind of don't want to break it. It's
Why
cool.
do you want to break it?
Because it's cool.
That's the whole point. That's why I bought it, was to break it. If we don't break it, then symbolically he's gonna live. And at that point,
I want to keep him.
you can keep his dead remains. You can keep his memories.
Does it have anything in it?
No. No, I didn't put anything.
What kind of pinata doesn't
It's the
have
kind that you
anything in
just
it?
buy to destroy.
It's a pinata of empty promises. That's what it is.
It's symbolic. 3, 2, 1. Yeah! Yeah! Woo! Yeah!
Oh, now the cops are coming.
Oh god. We've done it now.
Hide the body.
Okay, bye! Not fair. We need to do it.
I got the better
I
one.
know, right here. No, we'll do it again. We'll do it again. Take 2.
Okay.
All right, ready?
3, 2, 1. Well, camera, it's just you and me now. How you doing? Y'all looking beautiful over there. I tell you what, man. Sometimes I wish I just had a redneck accent and I could just talk like this all the time.
I'm so. Oh, why didn't you just prepare your resolutions?
I'm doing it.
You were
Go
not.
to your third
Oh
one.
my gosh. Okay. Okay. You know what I just realized? I've been looking at myself this entire time.
What's wrong with that?
You're supposed to look in the camera. Because now it's going to look like I'm looking slightly above the camera the whole time.
That's fine.
Oh, no.
Don't they, like, aren't you supposed to, like, not look at cameras? Isn't that, like, the whole thing they teach you when you're acting?
That's when you're acting. We're vlogging. We're talking to people directly.
That's fine.
That's fine. From here on out, I'm going to look at the camera. At least I'm going to
if you're looking at it, still looks like you're looking at the camera.
Maybe. We'll see. But anyways, I'm just going to do a cut every time that I drink. I'm going to do a close-up of my face. What was I saying?
Legend of Zero.
The Legend of Zero, Forging Zero. Right. You can't. I just needed you to be prepared, movie. Why?
I'm always prepared.
Me not being prepared is as prepared as I could be.
I mean, just trying to be humble about it, but I'm always prepared.